What's good, everyone? This is DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. And today we're going to talk about a bounce back game for LaMelo Ball, because the last game was very passive to his standards. The Hornets got the win, but it wasn't a good win against a horrible Pistons team. Today is the day for LaMelo to play his game. He has to be himself tonight, to not worry about the fans. Don't worry about, the outside distractions. Play your game, and great things will follow. Now, they're playing against a Toronto Raptors team that's going to be desperate tonight. The Toronto Raptors are 17-20. The Hornets are 18-18. Something has to give. So if you look at the standings, the conference standings, that is, the Eastern Conference, it's all close. So at the third seed is Milwaukee with 23 wins and 14 losses. Then it's with Miami, 20-18. Remember, Miami had a slow start and they came back gaining wins. Boston at 5, 19-18. Knicks, 19-19. 7, Charlotte Hornets, 18-18. Atlanta Hawks, 17-20. Toronto at the 9th spot, 17-20. And a shocker, the Pacers have been losing lately. They're 16-20. Chicago Bulls, 16-20. Washington, 14-22. And they've started to figure it out. So it's pretty close in the Eastern Conference. The Hornets need to put the pedal to the metal. They cannot advance without LaMelo Ball being a killer on the court. Let me read some of these comments. D. Hans Sr., what's good with it, bro? He says, in the building. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Court Vision says, 100, 100, 100. You already know what it is. Taufik says, thought I was late, forgot to like again. Yeah, make sure you like this video to set the algorithm straight. Snapshot Cal says, I got LaMelo getting a double-double tonight and a W. I hope so. Soul Pancake says, no Pascal, he's not going to play. That's a big miss. And the Hornets got to take advantage of that. If you can't beat the Raptors without Pascal Siakam, then you don't deserve to make the playoffs. This is the difference between good to great teams. The great teams find a way to win games that they're supposed to win. But they get to that level, we'll see. Taufik says, LaMelo stats tonight, 19-5 and 4 rebounds, 1 steal, even a block. Shoot, I hope LaMelo gets freaking 20 plus or 30. That's what I want him to get. And make sure you guys share this video to everyone, that we're live and direct. J.K. Robinson in the building. He says Hornets should be able to pull this out against Toronto. Got 4 players out because of safety protocols. You got to take advantage of it. I'm going to tell you what's going to ruin it. What's going to ruin this is entitlement and ball hogging culture. That's what's going to ruin it. By certain teammates of LaMelo doing their own thing, trying to get their own shots, trying to get their stats up. I'm worried about if there's going to be offensive cohesion. That's what I'm worried about. Abraham says Hornets have 2 winnable games versus injured Raptors and Kings. Got to take advantage of that. One thing the Hornets do, they play down the competition. For some reason, they play down the competition, and that's not a good look for the Hornets. You got to win these games. Because if you lose these games, you're going to be out of position. And then you're going to look at yourself and say, man, we should have won those matchups. That's what's going to happen. This is how you separate the men from the boys. Brett Law says, if the Hornets beat the Raptors, I'm done watching them. Oh, boy. Hope they don't piss off some people today. Brett Law says, hit the like button. No, he says, slap the like button. Slap the like button. Share the video. Hochi says, LaMelo going to kill today. Let's hope so, bro. Taufik says, but damn, refs better not pull that bullshit like they did Lonzo's team by giving Brandon Ingram a foul for hitting his teammate. Oh, boy, that was embarrassing. Brett Law says, just kidding. I'll be pissed. Can't be losing to JB. Taufik says, I see the Hornets winning, but looking at JB, highly unlikely with autopilot defense. Oh, you talking about the auto zone defense? You're talking about that zone that gets beat up all the times in the perimeter? The crazy part is the Hornets, when they don't have Devontae Graham starting, they could play man. And I bet you if they play man-to-man or help side man, they won't be giving up as much threes. I guarantee it. They got the length to do that now with that starting lineup. James Borrego only did that because Devontae Graham, a.k.a. Tebe, for some reason, he could not stay with his man on man-to-man because he's short. I'm just keeping it real. It's nothing against him. It's just truth. You know, you can't survive in this league with miniature guards. Let me see. Usman says, my only worry is that DT is going to take 15 shots, hurting LaMelo's rhythm. That can't happen. Or they will lose that game. We don't need Devontae taking more shots than LaMelo. That's not a winning formula for the Hornets, and they know it. Now, if James Borrego was actually into studying the analytics instead of believing he's the analytics, then we might have some shit cooking. Now, I want to make some shout-outs. Shout out to my brother, Rev, a.k.a. L. Fuser Lithouse. Subscribe to his channel. Show love to his channel. Shout out to Coach Joe, the OG of new media. Great brother. Shout out to J&J Video. Make sure you subscribe to this sister's creative channel. She does voiceover. She does editing. She's really good at what she does. And let's support all these channels. Like I always said, we could all have the seat at the big table. Matter of fact, we could create our own seat at the big table. And that's what we're doing at New Media. So Pancake says, I just checked. No Fred either, nor OG. Boy, they better win this game. 4 players out. They got to win this game. You can't lose games when you're undermanned. You got to win these games. Not only they got to win this game, they got to win that game against the Kings too. They're dealing with protocols too. Let me see. Hochi says LaMelo looks every day more like Magic. Yeah, there's times when he does, but I want LaMelo to look like LaMelo Ball. And he can have some magic in his game, but Magic was always aggressive. Don't let the passing fool you. Magic Johnson was always downhill. Attacking. and he never passed on layups. If he's in that paint, he's taking that layup. That's why there will never be another Magic Johnson. Gamer Game says Toronto is tough. They'll never will give up from defense to offense. They will always find a way. I'm sure MJ will be watching. Yeah, that's true, but at the same time, the key players are not playing. The Hornets better take advantage of that. I don't care how hard a team plays. When you don't play your key players, your go-to guys, because of injury or COVID protocols, you gotta take advantage of it and not let them get any confidence. Taufik says, for the love of God or Allah, I want Hayward to not be the point guard tonight and be a small forward scorer, not a ball handler. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Taufik, how long have I been saying this? Gordon Hayward, you're a small forward. Don't try to be a point guard. There's already a point guard on that roster who knows how to handle the ball. And Taufik, we're going to give you your flowers today for that comment. We're going to give you your flowers, Taufik. Excellent take right there. We don't want to see no fake Larry Bird game out of Gordon Hayward. When Gordon Hayward is a scorer and does the little things right, he's really good. But when Gordon Hayward dribbles the ball up and down the court, turning over the ball, and not getting people involved, that's what I don't want to see. Shout out to a day one supporter, Douglas Goldenchild. New media is in the building. Let's go Hornets. LaMelo Ball is fire. Yes, indeed. Taufik says, Gamer Game, the Raptors play counterattack. Yeah, they do. Rap Guy, what's good, my guy? He says, both matchups tonight and tomorrow are tough. They have injuries, but still, they're going to be desperate teams. 1022 says, DJ, if the Hornets have a choice between Vucevic or Porzingis, who would you choose? Porzingis, he's younger. And he can shoot threes. Can you imagine a pick and roll with Porzingis and LaMelo Ball? Boy, that's a match made in heaven. Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. That boy LaMelo will have Porzingis averaging a double-double instantly. Porzingis, LaMelo pick and roll. Just imagine it, man. That's a killer pick and roll. That's a freaking nightmare, man. That's a nightmare. That's a nightmare I definitely don't want to see. Good luck with defending that. But if they can't get Porzingis and they settle for Vucevic, that's not bad either. That's a good consolation prize for the Hornets. Sign me up for that instantly. Like the brother Bernie Mac said on Players Club, immediately. Immediately. When Dama's cousin came in that office and said, when do I start? Brother Bernie Mac was like, immediately. That's what happens if they get Porzingis and Vucevic. They say, when do I start? Shoot, immediately. We don't care what jersey you put on. You pick your number. Gamer Game says, if the Hornets win, I might have a heart attack. Well, I don't want you to have a heart attack, but we do want the Hornets to win. Taufik says, JBF's with LaMelo, Charlotte's golden child. The fans will give him hell if he'll be worse. Nightmare. Oh, he better not do that today. Boy, the fans are out tonight. And if you're going to the Charlotte Hornets game, to all the Charlotte fans out there, be loud, be proud. This is your team. Do not let these owners mess up a good thing. Don't let them do that at all. You let them do that, man, it's over. Don't expect them to be back. So take care of your franchise. To the fans of Charlotte Hornets, you got to be loud. You got to, when every time they have a player not giving LaMelo the ball, call it out. That's what fans do. That's why I respect Knicks fans. Look at the Knicks. Even when they're winning or losing, they had losing seasons. What have they always been? Loud. Laker fans, same thing, loud. They let you be known. They let it be known. Let a player not pass to an open LeBron James. The LA fans will let you have it. I'm excited for the game. Me and Coach Joe will be back at it tonight, doing a play-by-play. It's good to be back. Douglas Goldenchild says fans are back. This is very exciting for fans for Charlotte Hornets are going to be on JB tonight. They will. I got a couple of them telling me they're on his neck, and they will be yelling. I truly believe that James Borrego would have not done that shady benching of LaMelo Ball early in the season if the fans were playing. I mean, if the fans were in the stands. I don't think that would have worked, especially the game when LaMelo had the triple-double. That wouldn't have worked. Taufi says, yes, DJ, you figured out what I mean by the autopilot defense. You got it. Because the reason I call it autopilot defense, not AutoZone, because it rarely changes. Yeah, that makes sense too. I like that. Gamer Game says, shout out to Coach. Coach Joe is going to be energized. Coach Joe is chomping at the bit for this. He is ready to give the real. Rap God says, salute to brother Rev and Coach Joe. Yes, salute to those brothers, man. New media, y'all know what it is. Thunder says, DJ, All-Star Weekend made them a little rusty. They will get hot. It's not even the rustiness with LaMelo the last game. I knew he was going to miss shots because of the rust. It's the mindset. That's the only thing I was complaining about. I don't want him being passive. I want him to attack. Shout out to Shanika Ryan. She says, hello, everyone in the bushes listening to New Media, DJ Ron Cut Truth. Thank you, sister. Thank you for supporting the movement. Shout out to Court Vision for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you for believing in the New Media mission. Thank you for supporting the channel, my brother. Shout out to King Fuse Lit House. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. That's Rev right there. He said, hit the like button. Stop peeping toms. Stop being peeping toms. Facts, bro. Hope you're having a good day, my brother. Tyson says Porzingis is terrible on defense, though. So is Cody Zeller. He's not good on defense. Besides, not too many players play defense anywhere in the NBA. Gamer Game says it will be interesting game. Toronto is still playing good without main starters. I've been watching. No hate. I love LaMelo. Uh-oh. We got us another super chat. Shout out to Daniel Said It for the $10 super chat. I'm out here rounding it out. I ain't trying to say $9.99. I know it's going to round out. Thank you for the $10 super chat, my brother. And Daniel Said It this time. I think you're the big board leader on supporting the channel. Thank you. Also, I want to shout out, and this person said not to say his name, but he said I can say his last name. Mr. Hernandez for the $30 PayPal donation. Thank you, my brother, for believing in the movement. You know, we all we got, trying to build it from the ground up. You are all the reason why. Every one of you are the reason why I love doing these videos and interacting. This is fun. This is what's needed. P.O. Paul says, true that, DJ. Douglas Golden Child says, big facts, DJ. The Hornets fans need to be loud and heard. Yeah, this is the game for it. Taufik says, I'm a Laker fan, and you said it correctly. Laker fans do is Warrior fans are loud. Taufik says, LaMelo switched souls with Lonzo that game, but played better than Lonzo, who only scored the same points he scored his first NBA game. I just don't want LaMelo to be passive. I don't like that. If I'm paying a ticket to watch LaMelo Ball, I'm not watching that. Houchi says Hornets need a big man, and they got to move that big man. Yeah, they got to get some real big man. I wonder, is Chris Boucher playing, the big man from Toronto? I like his game. I got to give Nick Nurse and the Toronto G League team credit. They're very good at developing players at a high rate. And the G League team is fantastic for the Raptors. They use that as a tool to speed up progress. So I'm impressed. Mr. Lil Shady 13 says, I want LaMelo to have a FU game to these ball hogs and drop 50. Oh, that 50 burger coming. That 50 burger coming. When that 50 burger comes, boy, the haters are going to be scurrying around. For real. Jaheem says the Hornets need a rebound tonight. Yeah, the Hornets need to be aggressive. Be the aggressor tonight. Attack the boards. Block out. Dive for loose basketballs. And be a menace. You cannot let these teams punk you in your own gym. This is a man's game. And the victors are the ones who want it the most. Do they want it? That's the question. Do the Hornets want it? Are the players worried about their damn stats? Or do they want to be the wolf? I was watching Training Day the other day. Again, I watched Training Day so many times, but I love that movie because I get to learn the game within the game of life between a righteous side and a crooked side. Alonzo was a crooked cop in that movie. He told Officer Hoyt, you got to be a sheep or a wolf. So he accidentally gave Officer Hoyt good advice. He was really trying to screw up Officer Hoyt so he could pay the mobsters in the movie. It backfired. Officer Hoyt learned to be a wolf. And he came out the one being a conqueror. So comparing that to this game, LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, and Miles Bridges, plenty of others, they got to be wolves tonight. They got to be the dogs that want to get their meal. The meal is the playoffs. You don't want nobody to take your spot, your seat at the table. You don't want the Raptors to get a win, take the playoff spot that they have, and sit at their own seat. They got to have that mindset. If the Hornets do that, they could become victors. Rap God says, DJ, you watch The Little Things. The film is pretty good. I haven't watched that. Taufik says Raptors 905 is great development for the Raptors team. Also met with their executive years ago. They're good with marketing their team. than the Honey Bee Hornets. Ain't that a truth? Rap God says Denzel is my favorite actor. Yeah, Denzel is the best actor of all time. I don't care who says it. You could put Al Pacino up there or Leonardo DiCaprio. He's pretty good. But to me, Denzel is the best actor of all time. Uncle Vern in the building, he said, I agree, DJ. You know, we spitting truth today. The truth shall set you free. Shay Parks, what's good with you? She said, yeah, I think he will have 10, 6, and 6. Well, I don't want LaMelo to get 10, 6, and 6. That's passive numbers. Daniel said, man, facts. That 50 piece. Brother want a 50 piece. I want a 50 piece. I know this sounds crazy, but shoot, I want a 50 piece today, tonight's game. I hope that happens. But the Hornets are the type of team, if LaMelo is on fire. Remember that game where LaMelo had 34 points? That was a game for him to have 50 points. Did you remember the game when the coach was trying to orchestrate the offense, have the ball to other players, having players wave off LaMelo? That was a game LaMelo could have had 50 points. I don't care what anyone tells me. The narcissist coach and his assistants and some of the ball hogging players limited LaMelo from getting that 50 points. He could have had it that game. Daniel said, man, LOL, word up. Y'all know what I'm talking about. LaMelo could have had 50 in that game. Douglas Goldenchild says, LaMelo Ball drops 50 pieces tonight. The fans are going crazy. Oh, expect it. Taufik says, I don't see Melo getting 50 yet, but the highest he got was as a pro is 34. He didn't get 50 because teammates stopped giving him the damn ball. That game where he had 34 points I told you about, he could have had 50. If you watch the game again, look at the end of the quarter. They're out here trying to get their stats. They ain't even like, you know, when you have a good teammate, when you're on fire and they keep giving you the ball because they want you to break a record. They didn't even want LaMelo to break a record. Rap God says, Taufik, I'm not making excuses for Zoe, but he's better than Bledsoe. Tay says, if Melo can get to the rack, finish the rim, draw fouls, make a few floaters mid-range, and a few threes, he could easily have 20 to 30 points in the game. No cap. Exactly. Yep. Attack the rack. Mr. Lou Shady says Melo dropped 50. First Take won't talk about him. Well, First Take will have to talk about him. They have to do it. If First Take don't talk about LaMelo, then they're not doing their job. They're going to lose money not talking about LaMelo if he scores 50. They better learn. I tell you. But I told you all that I would be doing shows on in the morning now. These are my solo streams. I love doing these so far. It's been great. The people are great. The energy is good. I love it. Anti-A says, isn't the youngest player to score a triple-double? Isn't he? Yeah, he is. LaMelo is the youngest player to average a triple-double in the game. Lando Bando. What's good, my bro? He says exactly. He had a stretch where he was drawing fouls constantly. That's why he got to attack the basket. B. Mill says Melo could get crazy hot from three. Oh, he can. He can. Don't worry about it. LaMelo, man, when he's shooting threes, He just don't miss when he's in that zone. Now, I don't want LaMelo to settle threes. That's not the formula. The formula is just like what Lando Bando said. Attack the basket, draw fouls, mixing your mid-range from your floaters, and then the threes will come. You don't want to be three-point happy. The only person in the NBA, the only people where they could just start out shooting threes and do less twos is Damian Lillard and Steph Curry, because they can shoot them threes. Taufik says the Denver game, you might need to pay attention to how Denver will put Hampton on Melo, because Hampton shut down Melo in the NBA. He didn't shut down LaMelo. He played good defense on LaMelo. That's not – didn't LaMelo have like double-digit points? That's not shutting down LaMelo just because he blocked LaMelo. I like RJ Hampton, but let's not cap on LaMelo Ball. Lando Bando said that's how you get in rhythm going. He'll learn. Yeah, he'll learn. He's only 19. We got CJ, the legend CJ. He says, DJ, you hear the Lakers and Hornets rumors? Lakers get Devontae Biyombo. Hornets get THT, Caruso, Gasol. I like that because of THT. I don't really care about Caruso. I mean, he'll play hard. The good thing about Caruso, he doesn't have to have the ball all the time. He won't get in the way of LaMelo. So he knows how to play his position. I'll do that trade. And I know Gasol is washed right now, but hey, anything to get Devontae and Biyombo out the team, I'm good. Biyombo's a great guy. They just got to move on. Nothing personal. Douglas says LaMelo will Ball drop 50, first take, and Undisputed. We'll talk about it. Oh, they will? Because that's a record. They got to talk about it. Taufik says, Rap God, I'm not saying you're making excuses for him. You just said my point as well by saying Zoe is better than Blood. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that. That's not even a conversation. That's just fun. Anytime I talk about the Pelicans, it's depressing. Let's be 100 today. Every time we talk about the Pelicans, it's nothing good because it's so depressing. The coaching staff is horrible. They play a primitive style of offense. Lonzo's a D&3 player. So I'm not trying to be that guy, but I get depressed talking about them. But when I talk about the Hornets and LaMelo Ball, even when they lose games, the conversation is fun. Uncle Vern said, heads up, what time you coming back tonight? During the game. Me and Coach Joe we're gonna be in that thing tonight, man, on the live. Make sure to tune in. YouTube is tripping on the notifications. We know what it is, but it's all good. Comment of the day by Real Since Day One. Hornets don't need any more guards. Something so simple, but so true. And I'm going to read this again because I love it. I love it because I've been talking about this shit all the time with the Hornets. No more damn guards. Besides, you got freaking small forwards and power forwards dribbling the ball up in the court, talking about positional is this, positional is that. I don't want to see it. But we're going to give Real Since Day One his flowers. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Ain't no damn guards. Don't need them. Shout out to Queen Royalty. Says Otebe gonna learn with LeBron as the leader. Oh, he gonna learn with the Lakers if they trade him, of course. That stuff doesn't work with the Lakers. Trust me, Devontae doesn't want to leave because the Hornets are the only place where he have that power. where a coach can give him the power that make him think that he's a a, a, a leader of a team. If he plays for the Lakers, he's just another guy. If I'm the Lakers, I'm not trading Caruso for Devontae Graham. Now, as a Hornet, as a LaMelo fan, I would love to see it. But Laker fans don't want Devontae Graham. Well, I'm telling some truth today about the Pelicans. Douglas Goldchild says, big facts, DJ. Pelicans so depressing. That's why we don't talk about them that much. I have a few people on my DMs tell me, DJ, come on, man. You got to talk about Lonzo and the Pelicans, man. Come on, man. Why would I want to talk about that? So I could get a headache on these streams? Hell no. I love it this morning. Everybody keeping it real this morning. Let's keep that same energy through the streams, to today's streams. Steven says LaMelo has to take advantage of Van Fleet's size. That's why we was talking about him attacking the basket. This game, LaMelo should not be taking more threes than attacking the rim. Anti-A says Rap's going to destroy Hornets because they too old right now. Well, I hope not. B Mill says Pelicans make my head hurt. Every time I watch the Pelicans, I got to get some aspirin. I got to get aspirin because my head is killing me when I watch the Pelicans. Tawfiq, I disagree with you when you said Hayward is LaMelo's main mentor. Hayward is not a mentor to LaMelo Ball. LaMelo has no mentors. Well, let me correct that. LaMelo has one mentor, and that's Jermaine Jackson. There's not a mentor on his team because those players have never won championships, and they have a different journey than LaMelo Ball. Look at LaMelo's interviews. When they talk about anybody mentoring him, he always cut that off. Every interview. Tay says Graham is a role player on any other team. Borrego, the only coach who will cap for Graham. Facts. That shit won't play with the Lakers. You can go ahead and think you pump your chest out and think you're the leader. But when LeBron James and Clutch Sports corrects you, you better be in line. That's all I'm about to say. Twitch AB says Devontae Graham is Zeller for Zoe. Let's go. I would accept Zoe to the Hornets, but I know MJ's not going to do it. So that's why I don't talk about it. Yes, we do acknowledge the chat and new media, but we got to read all these messages. So that's just how it is. Vernon, Uncle Vern says that's effed up. You keep it real. Need a guard. They could play defense. The Hornets don't even need a guard. They just need a big man, Uncle Vern. AJ Watson says Pelicans not making the playoffs anyway. At least the Hornets have a chance. Exactly. We already know the Pelicans will not be making the playoffs. Tawfiq says, I hope Tay rides the bench. It fits him. The Hornets won the last game based on him coming off the bench. They better stick to that formula. Boy, y'all cutting up in the chat. Paya says LaMelo 30 minutes, 18, 9, and 7. That could happen if he's aggressive. Rap God says DJ's powers that want to steal your joy of the powers that be want to steal your joy. But I don't let anybody steal my powers of the joy of basketball. I love this game. B Mill says Melo should make Van Fleet out and get into foul trouble. Oh, that is a must. Shout out to Dexterious Crockett, always in the chat showing love. He says, word on the old media streets, Lonzo might be going to the Celtics. Somebody that's a playoff team. Somebody that has somewhat of a winning culture. Anybody. My brother, son of Jones, he would like that. If Lonzo's with the Celtics, he covers up a weakness of theirs. And can you imagine Lonzo and Marcus Smart defending on certain lineups? Boy, that's killer right there. Tears Island Entertainment says Lonzo and LaMelo will be okay. I'm happy they in the league to watch, because if they wasn't, we wouldn't even be watching the NBA. Could y'all imagine if LaMelo did not play in the NBA this year? If LaMelo was actually in his right grade and we had to wait another, that would be terrible. LaMelo actually came at the right time to play basketball, because it wouldn't be fun. The NBA would not be as fun. Taufik says, DJ, you're right, but I'm talking about the NBA, this team, but you're right. Shay Park says, it's a good game. They're not winning tonight, New Media Nation United. Yeah, we'll see what happens. If the Hornets don't win when the Raptors are down a lot of players, that just tells me about their team and their coaching staff, and that they don't prepare their players. Dave James says, y'all got to stop hating on Graham. I don't hate Graham. That's a strong line. For saying Graham is a bench player, that's not hating. That's facts. So Devontae Graham would start for the Mavericks? No. Would he start for the Rockets? No. Would he start for the Orlando Magic? No. He wouldn't even start for the Pistons. And you saw the Pistons almost won that game against the Hornets. I hate that today's basketball talk is sports talk. Everyone says someone's hating on someone for telling the absolute truth. We got to get away from that. Shout out to Without a Question $4.99 super chat. He said, just dropping by. Got to support New Media Nation. Got to run back to work in a few. Thank you for always supporting the movement, my brother. We got some trolls up in here. Got to handle that. Yeah, rap guy. I see the trolls out here. Gotta take care of that stuff. Underrated says, I like the Hornets to trade for Mo Bamba. We made a video about that a couple weeks ago, talking about the players that they could get. Mo Bamba would be a great addition to the team. Shay Park says, New Media Nation United, what do you think about Cam Reddish and lack of development? I don't like it one bit. Some people are saying Trae Young's at fault, because when Trae Young plays, he got to have the ball all the time, dribble. They're not developing Cam Reddish at all. They got to do a better job. Snapshot Kyle says, this is a wrong channel to troll. Absolutely. This is not the channel to troll. Salute to the brother, True the King. He says, salute, DJ. Thank you, my brother. So I just wanted to do a quick video and give my opinion. I think LaMelo should bounce back and put on a show tonight. I believe in his game. I believe in his play. Just got to knock the rust out and be back in business. But everybody, have a good day. Stay blessed. Be positive. Be a congratulator and not a hater. Seek for truth and understanding. Show love to everybody. And if we all do that, maybe we can make the world a better place. Peace and blessings. And look out for the stream. Me and Coach Joe, we will be going live during the Hornets game. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to Rev, a.k.a. Lit House. Shout out to J&J Video. Shout out to Coach Joe. Shout out to DKM. Shout out to the subs. Shout out to St. Meese. Shout out to Son of Jones, Mr. Jones, my brother. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my wonderful mother who believes in me at times when I don't even believe in myself. And the best for last, shout out to the Most High for giving me the best year I can ever have, even in the pandemic. Thank you. Peace and love.